So there must be a necessary truth at the basis of this. Okay. So I suppose the reason that I bring that up is because contingent objects, like I say, like this table, they exist contingent on some other fact, like the fact that a builder put it together. Okay. That fact, that the builder put it together, is either necessary or contingent. So you've got all of these explanations for why this table exists that go back and back and back and back and back. Where does that chain of explanation end? But as long as you get to another contingent fact, something which could have been false, there needs to be some explanation as to why it was true instead of false. And so every step in that explanatory chain, as you go further back and back and back, if you're still at a contingent fact, you need to go back further. That will either go on forever, or it will stop at some point. And the only way it can stop is if it stops in something which is necessarily true. That doesn't require any further explanation. And the only way that this ends is either if it goes back infinitely, or if it stops in something necessary. It can't go back infinitely, because then there would be no explanatory start for the whole thing. There must be a necessary truth at the basis of this, something which exists and explains the rest of everything else, which necessarily exists. And that is one of the properties that people ascribe to God. God is this being which necessarily exists, which is the foundation of reality. So that's like one way of thinking about the so-called argument from contingency for God's existence.